welcome back traders to this week's installment on XAU USD forecast today, managing a small account. And we're going to pick up from where we left off, which was the analysis that I did at the beginning of the week. And we're going to talk about some of the stuff that I've done over the course of this week, right? Because I haven't made a video since Monday, right? So apologies for that, but you know, life, you got to handle things and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so just be patient, make sure you just stay subscribed, so even if you don't get a video when you're expecting it, when I do drop a video, you'll be one of the first to see it, and then you can get on board. Because if you're not subscribed, you're gonna miss the data, and I know you guys, you want the data, so make sure you're subscribed so that when I do drop a video, you're there to obviously see it. So we're back again with a live trade, so we're in position right now. I took the trade yesterday, I think, right? And we're buying the market. But prior to that, okay, I was on a losing streak. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was on a losing streak with my trades. So so today is kind of good. The market is doing what it's doing right now, which is fantastic. So we're just gonna see how far it pushes up. I've got my TP or my price target for where I think price is going to go. It doesn't necessarily have to mean it's going to be this week. It could be next week, or it could be somewhere in March. But I believe that price is going to go as high as 3K. And then once it reaches that magic number, then obviously we'll see what happens from that point. And as it stands, we're literally $75 or $74 away from that target right now of 3K per troy ounce. So with all that said and done, okay, let's just go back into some of the moves that I made this week, and we'll talk about some of the mistakes as well as where I think price is going to go. Right, so let's see what I can see on here. So let me make this bigger and let's see if it will show all my errors, because Lord knows I made a few this week. Okay, so it's not showing on here, so let me just go to properties and see if I can get it to show up on there. Let's just drop the scale all the way back. Okay, because I know I made a whole bunch of mistakes in this area over here in regards to my trades. It's not showing anything right now, but such is life. But the last time we checked, the balance was looking kind of okay, right? Then I knocked it all the way down to 61.71. Right now, as it stands, if market doing what it's doing, we got it back to where it was. I'll say what, maybe last week or the week prior, where it was around 68, 67, give or take, right? So hopefully we're going to get it to the level that it needs to be. Most of the mistakes that I made in this area, let me just see, kind of stemmed around NFP on Friday, which I talked about. I don't know if I actually covered that. So NFP on Friday, and what did I do? Because I did a whole bunch of, actually, as a matter of fact, let me just jump into TradingView. Let's go to TradingView. It's going to be easier to spot it there. Okay, right, here we are. It's going to make a lot more sense when I show you on here. Okay, so going off this analysis, right? So what I said in this area kind of panned out, right? Now what happened was it went down even lower. So around this level, I put in a buy. So I put in a buy at this level over here somewhere, right? I put in a buy at this level because I believe that price was pushing up from it bouncing from this level. In all fairness, I was kind of excited by the fact that market basically tapped into my analysis dead on and was going to do what I thought it was going to do, right? But little did I know that it weren't going to respect it at all, and it was just going to continue to push downwards, and that's exactly what happened. So price went down, and basically I was sitting in a red going into Wednesday. So going into Wednesday, I was in a red from the moment I entered that trade. It was just going horrible, right? And then in the early hours of the Wednesday, I was roughly around here somewhere, I think. I'd come, so early hours, because I remember I just woke up in the middle of the night. So around 4 in the morning, right? So around 4 in the morning, I could see that price had continued to push down. My stop itself was covering this location over here. It was covering this location over here. So seeing what was taking place, there was no point in me even holding that position, even holding it to see if it would bounce from stop loss, because at this point, as to how I basically trade, I think I'm at the level right now where I can roughly tell when market is moving against me, right? So as soon as I saw that we had a parabolic on the way down, which I saw before I went to bed because I already placed my trade, right? And then in the early hours of the morning, 4 in the morning, I could see that we had another parabolic push to the downside. We had a falling star, right? This right here. So that would be this one right here. Okay, right? And we've already had the wick to the upside of this particular candle. It had already been filled because price has already moved up and was now moving down. And I was on this candle, somewhere on this candle. So I saw that and I said, you know what? I'm not even going to play around with it. That's it. I'm out. So I manually closed that position with a loss that took me all the way down to £61, right? So that's the number that we are seeing right now. If you go here, so that's this number right here, the 61.71. That's what that moved it to me. Okay, it took me all the way down to 61. So at this point, I didn't do anything but wait. I didn't do anything but wait because I said to myself, you know what? One or two things is going to happen. Okay, right? If I am right, okay, if I am right, and say for example this is beginning to feel like it is a high that I need to take note of, and price is moving away, and we can clearly see based on what market is doing that this is an uptrend, okay, then all I need to do is wait for the low of this week to be set, right? Like I was saying, weekly highs, weekly lows, all of that is super important. You gotta get your head around it because using past tense data is one thing. The next trick, the next way to level up your skills altogether is being able to work it out in real time during the week. That's when the magic starts to happen. Okay. So I was like, okay, cool. I want to wait to see how low market is going to go. Right, so if it continues to drag all the way down, right, all the way down throughout this week, then I would wait for a pullback next week, right, and then ride it downwards. Or at the bare minimum, I'll FOMO and I'll just jump in at a sensible location to ride it downwards. So what happened on the Wednesday was that price then began to push upwards, right? So as soon as I saw this parabolic push to the upside, this candle right here, as soon as I saw this candle right here, I already knew what the time was. So as soon as I saw this candle, this one right here, I already knew that price was pushing up, and there was a high probability that this will in fact be the low of the week. Why do I say that? Because it was a Wednesday. Okay, so it was a Wednesday, price is in the uptrend, so I'm not looking at this as the high of the week. All I'm looking for when price is in the uptrend is spot the lows of the week. Right, spot the lows of the week. And what happened was, as soon as I saw this parabolic move to the upside, I jumped in on, well, I didn't necessarily jump in, but I jumped in around this area here somewhere around this area was where I jumped in to ride price to the upside. And then obviously now we can see where it is. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back and confirm that logic to see if it was exactly what I did. And as we can see, what was today? Here we are. Well, okay, this is where I wished I got it. Right? Okay, I wished I got it here. I didn't get it here. I got it up here instead. So I got it up here instead. Once I saw this parabolic move to the upside, I waited for it, and I was still nervous just in case if price came back down again, right? Just in case if price came back down again. Price continued to push up, and then I joined it at this level. Once I saw these pushes to the upside, I was like, okay, cool, let's just hop in at this level and let's see what price does. Hopped in, held it overnight, and now we've got all this going on, which is fantastic. I haven't activated a trailing stop yet, right? I haven't activated that one yet. We'll see if I need to bring one in tomorrow or not, but as it stands, I don't have one in place at all. The stop is down here. If it goes down to this level, I'm taking a hit of £4.69. I don't want it to happen because I don't want to get back into the 50 zone. I need to stay above that, and as it stands, my free margin is at 21.31. Okay, so let's see if we can get that as high as possible because with this particular trade itself, managing a small account, this number right here, 4668, is the number I cannot go below. If I go below this number and I really want to grow this account without adding additional funds, I'm going to have to stop trading gold, because I cannot manage that anymore, because this is my margin requirement, 4668. So what I have to do is probably jump onto a currency pair, or probably jump into silver. In all fairness, that's where I really want to go, right? Jump into silver and then see if I can get it back up again. If I screw up silver, then I'll jump into currency pairs to try to get it back up again. But ideally, I won't be going anywhere. We're going to grow this to where it needs to get to, and in the end I'm going to have some really good results and numbers to show you. And you can use this information, as some of you have put out in the comment section, that you're back testing some of the ideas I talk about to see how on point it is. That is 100% encouraged. You need to go back, reassess everything I tell you to make sure it all makes sense, right? I really want you to do this, because this is how I develop my skill, right? And if that's what you're doing, there's a high probability it's going to work out for you as well. I cannot see it not working for you, right? So with all of that said and done, if you found the content that I have shared with you today useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. I was just about to end the video right now, but I figured there was something else I want to talk to you guys about. So let's go into TradingView right now, and let's just see what else we can see. So as it stands, the 3K level is just up here. It is just up here, okay? Now, I believe this level right here is going to get knocked out. And I'll say this, if price continues in its direction upwards, right? Whatever it does on its way up here, okay, this is where it's going to set the weekly high. We're just going to say 3,000, okay? We're just going to say 3,000 for now, right? It might not even go that high, but let's just say 3,000, okay? Now, at this point, you need to exercise caution, but if it all makes sense, by all means, you can make the move, because if it makes sense to me, I'll be doing exactly the same thing. If price then pulls back and finds its way down here, say either on a Monday or on a Tuesday, okay, I'll be looking at a possible re-entry. Why? Because this move is in line with what price has been doing, okay? This move pushed to the upside and then it comes down and then up again. It's in line with what price has been doing. So if you look at it from this standpoint right here, okay, if we look at it from this standpoint, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can get another gold chart that doesn't have any drawings on it. Okay, this is perfect. So what we can see is we can see price pushing up, okay, price pushing up. It goes past the previous swing high, swings low, fly past the new swing high that it creates, okay, comes back low again, flies past the new swing high, creates another swing high, so we've got another one over here, okay, past that, shot all the way through, came back, okay, blast through it again, has now come back down, okay, and now we're waiting for this to blast through this level right here. That's what we're waiting for. So that's what price is currently in motion of doing. It could do one of two things as it stands, okay? So it could create a double top at this level and then break down, okay? Because this could actually be the ceiling, because this level that we're looking at right here is more or less a rounding number, okay? So let me just get it dead on. Yeah, so it's more or less a rounding number. So we're looking at 2940, okay? So price could get to this level right here, all right, and then break down, create a double top and then break down. That could happen. It can easily happen, okay? Or what I'm thinking is that it's going to blast straight through it and get to 3K, right? Now, it could do that tomorrow or we could do that next week. We won't know until we get past this zone right here. So with that said again, okay, like I said, if you find the content useful, do all the things you're supposed to do, all right? And I'm going to end the video here, and I will see you all on the next one.